Hey, welcome back for another review. Today I'm going to be looking at this great piece of hardware and why you probably shouldn't buy it. It's called the Osmo Mobile 3, and what it does is simply amazing for the price. There's a ton out there about its features and all the great things this little device can do, so I won't dwell on them here, because I think what's more important is to know whether or not you should drop $120 for one. First of all, I did purchase my own, and here's a quick look at what comes in the box. You get the gimbal, the super tripod, a charging cable, a case, and essentially all you need to get started. Its best asset, in my opinion, is the DJI Mimo app that operates the gimbal at its best, so that's a no-brainer to have on your phone if you buy this device. I think it's a great tool, and the reason I bought this is to shoot better videos for YouTube. So for the mass consumer, although this is a great device and one that I love, I also think that it's prone to becoming a dust collector at many households, and I'll shortly get into why. Before I do that, I don't want to do the Osmo Mobile 3 any less justice than it deserves, as the hardware and price combo really is great. First on the pros list, it's easy to use. One of the greatest things about this device is that it's very easy to use. There's little complication and it can easily transform your video taking experience. You just clip your phone onto the phone holder and turn on the device. The rest is extremely simple, and considering that our phones come with some of the best cameras out there, this is a great way to always be ready for the shot without carrying too much equipment. Its software is very intuitive. The software that accompanies the device is great. It's easy to use, and for anyone with a little familiarity with filming, it's extremely intuitive. The features I like best are the moving time lapses, the stabilization ability, the quick change of resolution, and the trigger motion capture. The software alone makes the device far more valuable, and big thanks to DJI for that. It's compactish. Again, since the phones we carry are quite compact as they are, having a gimbal without a camera makes life quite easy. It's smaller than most other equipment, and its function can be upgraded, as the weak point, which would normally be the camera itself, will be upgraded more often. That gives the device far more life than a camera product. So what's not so great about the device? Given that the Osmo Mobile 3 is in fact a great piece of hardware at the price, how can I criticize it? Well, I'm not really criticizing the device or the gimbal itself. I just don't think that it will add much value to the average consumer. I really don't think most people who buy it will actually use it because they need to, but mainly because they bought it, which will inevitably wear out with time, and you're going to get bored of forcing yourself to use it just to make up for the amount of money that you paid for it, etc, etc. Unlike the YouTuber who will likely make sure it's on hand at every shot. But here are some of the main flaws. There's a limited range of motion. There is one annoyance that keeps coming up for me. For such a seamless product, the maximum angles of attack can become a bit annoying, and you can easily forget to move your arm to the side to achieve them. I believe that's got more to do with the form factor, so it's quite forgivable, but annoying nonetheless. The size and the charging, I think, are the biggest weak spot of the Osmo Mobile 3. The Osmo Mobile 3 is not that large, but it's not small either. I would have purchased the Osmo Pocket to tackle this problem, but I felt that it's at the end of its current life cycle. The Osmo Mobile 3, on the other hand, is not the easiest to carry around and would be inconvenient to keep with you at all times, which means that if you want to use it, you're most likely going to have to plan for using it ahead of time, killing the convenience factor. You also do have to charge the device, meaning that you can't just leave it in your car so that it's always on hand when you're out. Which takes me to the point of this video. The Osmo Mobile 3 is a great device, it's a great gimbal, but it's not for the average traveler / picture taker, because it is a hassle. The motion stabilization hardware and software on most phones today compensates for the shakiness in our hands and the movement in our bodies that transfer to the final image. And for most daily use, we only snap a few videos here or there, making our phones more than sufficient. So who would benefit from using an Osmo Mobile 3? For one, people like me, or if you're doing video-based social media or a YouTube channel or a vlog, the Osmo Mobile 3 is a device that would aid in your production drastically. If you're a casual user who loves photography gadgets, it's probably also a great device to have around. And here's the thing with DJI. I believe they could have made this device better than it is, but chose to stick to a lower price point and yearly product refreshes instead. Because for everyone who relies on the Osmo Mobile 3, an upgrade in the same price range is a no-brainer once a year, and it will always intrigue the casual buyer. If you've just seen the reviews and have seen how great the gimbal is and have no real use for it, the uses you put out for it will simply run out very quickly. The device will not make you take more motion-based time-lapse shot. You'll definitely do a few at first, and then you'll run out of reasons to use a gimbal in general. And one more thing to have in your pocket, no matter how small, is just not going to be worth the effort. If you want to check out features, I've left a really cool video in the description, so please check that out. It's by a great channel that I follow. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you.